Chicago, September 1986. A woman sits across from a group of survivors, women who have never spoken their truth aloud. The cameras are rolling, but something shifts in the room. She leans forward, her voice cracks. "I was raped at 9 years old." The studio falls silent. For the first time on national television, she reveals what she buried for decades. The shame, the pain, the secret that nearly destroyed her. But in that moment, she doesn't just share her story, she gives millions permission to share theirs. This is not a story about a talk show host. This is a story about a girl who was told she was nothing and became a voice for everyone who was ever silenced. Her name is Oprah Winfrey. Born in rural Mississippi, 1954, poverty wrapped around her like a second skin. No running water, no shoes that fit. A childhood spent on a pig farm with her grandmother, who taught her to read by the age of 3. Words became her escape. At 6, she was sent to live with her mother in Milwaukee, a cramped apartment, neglect, chaos, and then the unthinkable, abuse, repeated by family members, by people who were supposed to protect her. She told no one. By 14, she was pregnant. The baby died weeks after birth. She carried that grief in silence. A teenage girl, broken, ashamed, convinced she had no future. But her father, Vernon, saw something else. He took her in, gave her structure, discipline, and one rule. You will read, you will learn, you will become more. So she did. She found her voice in high school, debate team, drama club, oratory contests. She was good, better than good. At 19, she became the youngest and first black female news anchor in Nashville. But the industry wasn't ready for her. They told her she was too emotional, too invested in the stories, too much. She cried on air after covering tragedies. She got attached to the people she interviewed. Her bosses demoted her, humiliated her, tried to change everything about her. Her hair, her weight, her delivery, her heart. "You don't fit the mold," they said. So she tried to fit, tried to shrink herself, tried to be what they wanted, and it broke her. She failed. She doubted. She wondered if she'd ever be enough. For years, she carried that question, the same question that haunted her since childhood. Am I worthy? The world kept answering, no. She was pulled off the anchor desk, reassigned, cast aside. At rock bottom, she had a choice. Fit into their box, or build her own. Baltimore, 1984. She was offered a failing morning talk show in Chicago. Last place in the ratings. A show no one watched. She almost said no. But something whispered, this is it. She arrived in Chicago with nothing to lose and everything to prove. And she did something radical. She stopped trying to be what everyone else wanted. She decided to be herself. She didn't just interview people, she connected with them. She listened, she cried, she laughed. She made them feel seen. Within months, the show was #1. Within a year, it went national. The Oprah Winfrey Show. But the real turning point wasn't the ratings. It was 1986, that moment in the studio when she shared her story of abuse. The phones didn't stop ringing for weeks. Letters poured in. Thousands of people saying the same thing. Me too, she realized. Her pain had purpose. Her story wasn't something to hide, it was something to share. And in sharing it, she didn't just free herself, she freed millions. From that day forward, her show became more than entertainment. It became a movement. 25 years, 4,561 episodes. The Oprah Winfrey Show became the highest-rated talk show in American television history. But Oprah didn't stop there. She built an empire. A magazine, a network, a production company. She became the first black female billionaire. But more than that, she used her platform for change. She exposed injustice. She championed education. She opened a school for girls in South Africa. She gave away cars, sure, but more importantly, she gave away hope. She showed the world what was possible when you refused to be silenced. When a girl from Mississippi who wore dresses made of potato sacks, who was abused and discarded, can stand on the biggest stage in the world and say, "You matter, your story matters, your voice matters." She didn't just succeed, she redefined what success could mean. And she did it by being unapologetically, powerfully, beautifully herself. Oprah once said, "Turn your wounds into wisdom." That's what she did. She took every rejection, every moment of shame, every time someone told her she wasn't enough, and she turned it into fuel. Not to prove them wrong, but to prove to herself and to all of us that our beginnings don't define our endings. That the voice they tried to silence can become the voice that changes the world. So if you're in a place right now where you feel unseen, unheard, unworthy, remember her. Remember that the girl who had nothing became the woman who gave everything. Remember that your story, no matter how painful, has power. And the moment you decide to own it, to share it, to use it, that's the moment everything changes. You are not your trauma. You are not your failures. You are not the box they tried to force you into. You are the voice that breaks the silence. You are the light that rises from the dark. And your story, it's just beginning.